Alright, let's get this started with the Merriam-Webster Dictionary of Synonyms and Antonyms. And today we're on day 4, and so we also have 10 more words to go through. And this should be liquidy fast. Also, I'm going to try to make up a story at the end. Let's get it started with. Okay, our first word is assume. You know this word because you got to assume a lot in life. Like, a lot of people just assume things like, this doll can just go ahead and be taken off the little metal thingy. And yes, you can assume that, but you also assume that you can put it back on, which is not true. Also, this is pretty good for drawing sketches, in my opinion. Okay, it's similar to the word affect, and then there's no antonym in the book, unfortunately. Alright, our second word is athletics. Now, athletics basically means sports. So, it's like the synonyms are sports and games, and or antonym, there's not really an antonym to athletics, does it? Like, what's the opposite of sports? Being lazy? Alright, our third word is aggression. Now, aggression basically means an attack. I mean, if you're aggressive to someone, that basically means you actually kind of hate that person and you really, really, really want to harm that person. Well, that basically means you're being aggressive. And of course, that also means you're being resistive. Yeah. Also, if you're aggressive to water, well, too bad, because without water, you die. And if you're aggressive to water, then lol, bye-bye. See you in the afterlife. R.I.P. Alright, so that's actually where we get. Our opposite, our antonym, is resistance. Also, I don't really highly recommend resistance as the antonym, though, because, well, it just won't work. Our fourth word is allure. Allure basically means you're charming someone. I mean, it's the same thing as attracting someone, too. And our antonym is repelling someone, which is basically the opposite of attracting someone. Then again, alluring something is not that good, too, depending on who you are. Alright, our fifth word is sympathy. Okay, sympathy basically means affinity. You're basically like, when you sympathize with someone, you basically go ahead and think about, it's basically empathy. It's like you think about how they're feeling, what they're feeling, and if you say, if I were you, that means that if your mind was inside them, then you would have done this. However, when you say, if I were you, then we would do the exact same thing, because if you were them, you would have the exact same mind as them, you would have the exact same body as them, you'd have the exact same views as them, which is exactly why it doesn't really matter if you say, if I were you. Alright, also the antonym to this is antipathy. Alright, our sixth word is average. No, math! Math! I hate math! That's what a lot of you would say out there. However, here's the actual thing with this too. All you have to also say is like, what is the average of this and this and this? Well, how many numbers are there? 3. So you divide all that by 3. And with that, you will get beep boop 200 this. And that would be your average. Basically, add all the numbers together and divide it by how many numbers there are. Smart, huh? Well, yeah. Alright, it's also not very awkward, eh? Alright, our seventh word is awkward. What you say? That was awkward. Alright, so here basically means you're clumsy, and basically the synonym is also clumsy too. And our antonym is deft. You heard me right, it's deft. Our eighth word is evil. Ever heard of Dr. Nefario? This guy, and for some reason, he's bald. And his name's Joseph. Alright, that's basically what an evil person is. The person who just goes ahead, does all those naughty things, and goes ahead and tries to kill everyone. And okay, except that last part, they don't always kill everyone. And however, sometimes they're actually nice people, which is good. And the opposite of that is salutary, or also known as good. Use your force for good. Don't you dare go to the dark side, as Yoda would say. Yeah, I never said that. Yeah. Well, yeah. Alright, our ninth word is barbaric. Now, barbarians don't use calculators, do they? Yeah, they don't. Because they're savage. They don't know math. They only know how to fight and loot. Which is why the Vikings, my new board game, has literally a looting perk. Yes, I am making a board game right now. Our antonym is subdued, or more or less civilized. Because civilized people are actually people who are not barbaric. Alright, our 10th word is base. Now, base basically means like the basic stuff. You like the things you go ahead and put it down. It's like the foundations. That's basically called the basis. Okay, see? I used a bunch of bases. Basically, base. See? Alright. And of course, however, the antonym is top because it's the thing that you put on the base. It's basically the things you put on the base. Yeah. Alright. That's it. Enough for tons. And now it's time to actually create a story. Now I'm just going to go ahead and make this up. Alright. Alright, here's the thing. Here's my story. And I'm wearing this for a reason. Hopefully, all those athletes out there don't sue me. The story is going to be a bit awkward. Here we go. Alright, our main character assumed that athletics were aggressive and could never sympathize with the others. Basically, by others, I mean athletes. And he was an average guy in his mind, and it was always thought that athletes were evil, barbaric, and very stupid, which made things awkward in basic PE lessons, and this is why he was never allured to it. And that's it for today's story and today's video. I hope to see you guys soon in the next one. Until then, shout out, peace, bye bye. Sorry all athletes out there. I really hope I didn't offend you, especially you, Messi. I'm a big fan. So I mean you especially. And I hope to see you guys soon. Until next time, shout out, peace, bye bye. Wear a helmet.